Hello, welcome to Happy Horror Time. My name is Tim Murdoch.
And my name is Matt Emmert. Welcome to another Happy Horror Time ranking. Today, Tim is going to be ranking the films within the Psycho franchise.
First off, Matt, I just want to say I love Psycho parts 1 through, I guess technically there's 4, and there's also a reboot in 1998, and there's also a 1987 Bates Motel TV movie, which is a failed pilot starring Jason Bateman and Laura Petty.
And
Lori Petty.
And don't forget Bates Motel, the series that was like, what, 2015 or 20 something?
I couldn't get into that. I tried. I watched like the first 5 episodes and then I gave up. Okay.
Yeah, so why is Psycho so important to you?
You know what? It hit me when I was 9 years old, and I watched the original in black and white on a hot summer night. On a VCR, and like then my whole family went on a walk, and I was home by myself, so I was extra scared.
Were you like, Psycho?
I felt Pasicchio.
Were you like, I'm not taking a shower?
Oh, you know what? I need to talk to Jamie Lee Curtis personally and ask her if her mother really did not ever take a shower after filming.
She loves to say Janet Leigh never took a shower after that.
Like, you're telling me, she's like, hey, Mom, we're going out to dinner. And she goes, you know what? I need to take a bath.
Possibly. We'll never know.
We'll never know. Okay, to start my ranking, we're going to start off with number 5. And we're going to start with the 1990 Psycho 4. It's just the beginning, not a new beginning. So don't get it confused with Friday 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. And this one is 1990 and it's a Showtime movie. And I could not really get into it because I like movies with a big budget. And this feels very TV movie. I'm not opposed to a TV movie, but when you have a big franchise, you want it to be big. And this felt very like a movie of the week, which it was actually. But when you have a movie like Psycho, you want it to be like Psycho because parts 1, 2, 3 got huge theatrical releases. So I was like, why? And they had Anthony Perkins and Olivia Hussey from Black Christmas and Henry Thomas, who played young Norman. So it had some stuff going for it, but I personally could not get into it. And all the sexual tension between the mother and the son is so gross. Do you think so?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love Olivia Hussey. I thought she played a good Norma Bates. But you're right. Without Anthony Perkins, is it Psycho? I mean, no offense to Henry Thomas.
He's in it on the phone, but it's just not the same.
Yeah, and you're totally right. When I saw this movie and there was a weird sexual tension between the mom and the kid, like, it creeped me out.
Yeah,
the movie
and like,
creeped me out.
She puts some lipstick on Henry Thomas and she goes, "You're my little girl." That you like
that was a good impression.
Thank you. I'm Olivia Hussey.
You are.
R.I.P. Okay, so number 4 is the 1998 remake starring Vince Vaughn, Julianne Moore, and Anne Heche. R.I.P. again. This is scary sad. So I saw this movie and I thought it was very like a magazine. I thought it was glossy. I love the poster. The only downside is Vince Vaughn. Like the whole heart of Psycho is having sweet, innocent Norman turning out to be like a knife wielding maniac. So a psycho.
A psycho. Yeah. True.
So I could believe Vince Vaughn is a psycho. So there's no real mystery. And when it's kind of revealed that he's the mother, it just didn't hit well. And Gus Van Sant,
yeah.
This movie cost $60 million to make and I only think it made like $37 million. So that's a huge downer. But of course I ran out and saw it and I got the soundtrack and I listened to it.
Living Dead Girl.
And there's another one where they like use Vince Vaughn's voice where it's like, I can't make a sandwich, but the kitchen's kind of homey. Or it's like, do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about during the shower scene when there were flashes of like animals and weird shit and it was supposed to be like, what is that, like artistic or surrealism or something, and it just was kind of crap.
No, it didn't land, but I mean, I still went to the theater and saw it opening weekend, but again, I would watch it again today, and again, it's number 4 on my list, but it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit.
Do you want to hear something funny? I think I would rather, if you said, which one would you rewatch today? I would pick Psycho 4 the beginning because my thoughts on Psycho the remake was like, why? It was a shot-for-shot remake. So nothing new except Julianne Moore
and music.
Yeah, like nothing new. So literally redid every single thing, but worse. So why would you redo something, do it worse? It just didn't make sense to me.
I know. Gus Van Sant. I mean, I guess they could try it again. I mean, it's been since 1998, so there's some time has gone by. So people might, hopefully someone takes it up. I don't know. Okay, so number 3, ironically enough, is Psycho 3, and it was directed by Anthony Perkins. And this one I call the sleazy one in the grand tradition of Friday 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. It all comes back to Friday 13th. Always. So it was made in 1986, and it stars Diane Scarwood. I never will pronounce her name right, but she's from Mommy Dearest fame, and she plays a nun who's about to kill herself. And like she gets picked up by Jeff Fahey, who's from Body Parts. What else has he been in?
Oh, you're talking. Oh, Jeff Fahey. Well, of course, I know Megan Fahey from The White Lotus and Drop.
I could be pronouncing his name wrong, but anyway, Anthony Perkins is like he directs kind of some sleazy scenes where like this like grifter is like naked and he's like holding like a lamp, and the movie, and it also has like a slasher aspect. And one of the girls, oh my gosh, from Friday 13th Part 5 gets killed in the movie. Like she's in a phone booth and she gets stabbed putting on and off her sweater. So that's another connection. But you know what? I would definitely go see
Juliet Cummins from Friday the 13th Part 5.
Yes, it all comes back to the new beginning. So I really love Psycho 3 because it's super sleazy. It's like it does not care. And I like that Anthony Perkins is like, I don't care. Like, and this is like 1986 at the height of slashers. So it's like, and then there's like another scene that's coming to my mind right now where a girl is in a ice, where you like have ice. You know, you keep ice.
Like an ice chest or ice.
Yeah. And like he keeps her body in there. And so like he can't shut it and he breaks her arm. It is just so disgusting. And another girl gets killed on the toilet. So this movie's just super sleazy.
It is, yeah. That's the best way I would describe it too. It's like a sleazy version of Psycho. Like it's literally like they're like, get rid of all the suspense, get rid of all the inventive kills, get rid of the plot, and just make it sleazy.
Yeah, and it was at the heart of the the 80s. Like 86 is like when we were kind of the end of the slasher, but like I love that Anthony Perkins was game to make this film. So
I mean, good for him, because the thing is that he became so famous for that role. Why not make some money off of it and direct a film in it? And yeah, even though like you said it is sleazy, it's still kind of a fun watch.
Oh yeah, I would watch it again right now. Oh, and I've also been very lucky. I've seen every single one of these films on the big screen, including the Showtime original Psycho 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to brag anymore.
I mean, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that is impressive.
I know. I just want to let you know. Okay, so number 2, and this is going to be very unpopular and controversial, but it's the original Psycho 1960. And, yes, it is absolutely a classic. It is fantastic. I've seen it on the big screen like I would say 10 times. I will always go see it. I think it's so well written. Alfred Hitchcock, he didn't write it, right? Robert Bloch did.
No, but his master of suspense director.
So Alfred Hitchcock did a fantastic job. It's in black and white. It's, and I love that, like, I think Anthony Perkins' performance as Norman Bates, he's so handsome and understated, and just all his conversations are so sweet, and he plays it so nicely. So Psycho is number 2.
Yeah, that's tough, because I would definitely disagree with you on that, because I think Psycho the original is the best by far. I'm also not surprised, because I know how much you love the movie you're about to say is your number 1 pick, and a lot of people love this movie too. So although I don't agree, I'm not shocked, and I think a lot of people are actually going to agree with you. So with that, you're number 1.
And Psycho is better than Halloween. Okay.
Just take that knife and dig it in.
That's right, Norman. Okay. So my last film, number 1, is Psycho 2, 1983, and it stars not Jennifer Tilly, but Meg Tilly and Anthony Perkins, and there's Robert Loggia. I don't know how to say his last name.
Loggia, but Vera Miles reprising
is so
her
good
role
in this. Okay, so another reason that Psycho 2 is so amazing is Vera Miles' performance, because she's so no nonsense, and she, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Psycho 2, she puts Meg Tilly up to like dress up as Norman's mom and play with his mind, because he just got released from jail from the crimes of the original film. And this film also opens with the original shower scene, so you do get the black and white element, so you still get a lot of the original Psycho. But Psycho 2 I thought 1986 was the heart of the slasher films. This is 1983. So yes, it doesn't go the extra mile like Friday 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street or Hellraiser or whatever, but it's actually a very genuine suspense film. And at the end, I love the ending when Norman and Meg Tilly are talking and like she's dressed up as the mother and like she's stabbing him and then like she right between his hands, like she's pulling the knife out. So it just has such an effective ending. Like there's a scene that gives me nightmares when Norman goes down to the basement and he's tripping over the coals in the basement. And then you see Vera Miles' face, because this is the most disgusting scene in the film. Vera Miles opens her mouth screaming, and they shove a knife in her mouth, which I thought was like, this is like Hollywood legend, and you're just shoving a knife down her throat.
Like she reprised the role to get a knife down her throat.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we have an idea for you, Vera. We're gonna
remember that amazing movie you were in, Psycho? We want you to come back. Great. We're gonna shove a knife down your throat.
Yeah, and you're gonna be killed. And also, she's also in the Daphne Zuniga movie, The Initiation. So check that out. But yes, so Psycho 2. And you know, I have a huge poster of this movie in my kitchen. So I see it every day in my kitchen.
No, I mean, and you forgot to mention Tom Holland, the writer-director who did Child's Play. Look, I mean, I appreciate Psycho 2, and it would definitely be second on my list. And I do think that the misdirect plot of you thinking all the murders are being Norman, but not. And then like the whole switch with that gives it an extra layer. Like we were talking about, like when you do a sequel, if you want to make it fresh, if you add something, but don't take away the formula. But it just like, it is, the original Psycho is just so incredible for me.
Spoiler alert. There's even a bigger twist at the end of Psycho 2 where Norman's mother is revealed that she gives up, you know, Norman to Olivia Hussey.
Now you're mixing moms.
I know. So anyway, so it's Norman's mother at the very end of the film comes in to the kitchen of not Bates Motel, but like, you know, the house on the hill. And she's having some tea and Norman takes a huge shovel, bashes it over her head, and she falls down. She's kind of twitching. It's so fucked up.
It really is, because up until that point, Norman hasn't committed any actual murders, right?
No, this is his first one, killing his mother.
But his biological mother.
Right.
But they also, later in the series, don't they kind of ignore that his biological mother gave her up to Mrs. Bates? Because I don't remember ever hearing about that again.
It's kind of like one of those things that they added on, like, oh, Laurie Strode's Michael's sister.
Yeah, but at least they kept that going for a number of movies. I think they scrapped this thing because in Bates Motel, the TV series, Norma Bates is his mother. There's not some other
Was there any
woman.
shovel business?
There was no shovel business, but he did have a half brother in Bates Motel, which of course in the movies they didn't. There's so many different things, but remember when you're doing a TV series, you need to like expand on the lore. So whatever.
Yeah, that's I don't want the lore. Just give me Psycho 1990. Give me Psycho 1998. Give me Psycho 3 1986. Give me Psycho 1960, and give me Psycho 2 1983.
Wow. You know, I do really respect your unique rankings. I mean, Jaws was one of them. Please, if you're watching this and you enjoy unique rankings that you're not going to expect to watch Tim's Jaws movie, movie ranking. But, you know, look, I can see your ranking. I respect it. And I knew that how much you love Psycho 2. And there's a ton of fans out there for Psycho 2.
I saw Psycho 2 originally on NBC when I was like 9. So,
everything when you were 9.
Everything
what happened to you at age 9?
Everything.
They were like, hey, Tim, stay home and watch every horror movie possible.
Right. Like, no, that's what happened. Like, there was like, I think my brothers got older, my parents went out to dinner, and I was home alone watching these films.
But were you home alone like Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah. Like that.
Okay. Wow. Well, that was a great ranking, Tim. Is there anything else?
You know what, Matt? There is. Don't put me down in the cellar. Do you know why?
Is it because they'll call you fruity?
Norman.
Mother! Blood!
Norman.
Mother, you're holding the knife the wrong way.
I get clumsy in the cellar.
What have you done, Mother?
I'm Psycho.
Thank you, everyone. Let us know your ranking in the comments below. What do you think of Tim's ranking? What do you think of that wig? And stay tuned for more ranking videos from Happy Horror Time. Bye.